So basically we need to remember the logics. That's it. Once you have idea, you can easily implement, or you can take it from our your practice sessions, this logic wherever you want to implement. So these logics, if you remember, you can just use it anywhere. So that logics, once we practice or listen somewhere, you can add those logics. So that one of the important thing is Google suggestions. Google suggestions is basically, so when you type Google, right? For example, if you type like this, so you're getting a suggestions, right? These are all suggestions. From this, one of the option you want to choose. So how can you choose one of the options? See here, I got two kinds of questions, interview programs here. So one program I got is no. Okay, so how do you know that typed value is present? So in this sessions. So see, it should be present, right? Whatever you type, that should be. This is there. So you have to check. If it is present, you exit. So that you can check one by one. First, you get all these things into a list. Okay. So get all these items into a list. So uh, list web element, session list equal to driver dot find elements by dot, and create an XPath for this. Okay. And get all these items into a list. So by XPath, by select any one of them. And then iterate that. Iterate and get each item text to, and you can compare also. If condition use loop inside, you need to use if condition. So that will tell you whether it is present or not. So that's how we can check. So always remember, if something they are asking, so a list of elements, one of them they're asking to find out. Always remember loop inside condition. That's it. This is the general logic. We can develop it. So that's what we are doing. And let me show you that program, okay? I'll just take this. We can keep in our... Here also one test method and multiple browsers setting. So you can try this at the parameters, browser parameter. Before class always run equal to true, and public void you can select the browser. Same code for selecting the browser. So anywhere you go, you will write this code only. And maximize the window, add implicit weight, and so implicit weight, explicit weight, object creation, and the after class. Okay. So after this, then main you need to understand the test case. Test case generally opening the URL, wait for the page title and assert it. And then element, you search edit box, you identify it. First identify that. Then on this search edit box, I'm first typing. So Selenium keyword, key start backspace. Why I have written key start backspace is this M will be removed when you write this one, right? Key start backspace means. And then I'm adding M. So why we are doing is, basically when I type directly Selenium in the Firefox browser, the list is not giving. So then I found that just remove this keyword, one letter with a backspace, key start backspace. Keys dot backspace. So then, so I'll remove this, adding extra, again joining that. So my expected keyword is Selenium. Expected keyword is Selenium. I'm expecting Selenium keyword. as a suggestion. String suggestion. So do a set shaded box dot send keys dot arrow down. So I'm not getting all of them here, but so what I'm doing, I'm just pressing the arrow down key. In the keyboard, if you type, so arrow down key, it will come there and one by one. Then I'm getting this value. How can you get that value? So get attribute of value attribute. So in the edit box, so typed value, how can you get is get attribute of value. So that's what I'm doing, right? So set shaded box dot send keys dot arrow down. So this will scroll, no, arrow down will do. And then I'm getting this suggestion equal to set shaded box dot get attribute of value. So that means in this edit box, the value attribute you are getting and storing in the suggestion. If the suggestion value is equal to your expected value, then you are pressing the enter key on that. Say shaded box dot send keys dot enter. See, understand here. Keys dot arrow down, keys dot enter. We are using a keys enum constants, all the keyboard constants. Then break it. So if it is equal, select that, break it. So until while you need to repeat this suggestion is not empty. So that means the suggestion is not empty. Until that, you just go back and do that same code repeatedly for all of them. Then I'm getting the results count I'm fetching. And so you wait for the result starts, get the text of that result text and split that. And this is all Java. This one only Selenium, getting the text into your variable. From there, you have to use a Java string methods, text dot split, because this space, this space, and this space, and this space. So all this you can based on that spaces, split that will store in the string array. So string array it will store. So then you can get that value. So then whatever one you want, we want this one only, that I'm printing that. So this is the simple logic do while block. So why you are not using a loop, for loop means, because without for loop also you can use it. With the do while loop also, I want to do until the suggestion is not empty. And that means till last, you can iterate it. So that is all the options you can check it. Then another logic you can write. You're pressing the enter key right here. One more Boolean variable you can declare. If so, the question is, how do you know the typed keyword is present in the list or not? If you want to check, just declare one Boolean is available. Boolean is available. Just declare, and then once it is equal, then you can say is available equal to true, you assign. Then break it. You don't need again iteration. Then come out. Entire loop will be exited, right? If break executes. So both same logic you can use. Otherwise, for loop also you can use. For loop, if you are using, you should get all of them into collection. If you don't want to use for loop, and this is the one by one with a keys. So when you use keys, it will go to one by one. See that? You see that first one, second one. I'm using a arrow down key. Benefits, supplement, WebDriver, sulfide, foods, element, interview questions, sulfide shampoo. This is so one by one it will keep iterating, so that it will so every time you get this value using get attribute. using get attribute, you get the value. So whatever is present in this edit box and store here, then use for the comparison. What you are expecting, so what is this suggestion value? Every time you compare it. And then if you want to select it, you press the enter key. If you just want to check, use one Boolean command. That's it. So that's how you can check, so do while block. If not empty, until not empty, you keep iterating, do while. So that is the one important. And one more logic, let me show you. Same kind of program we have. Yeah. So this one, so you open this website, then you click on so live posting, okay, live posting. Then you just type here, okay, Toronto. You just type Toronto. So then you can see a list of options you got, right? In this, you just check. So some value is present or not, whatever the value you want to check. For example, so Toronto completely will write Toronto. Yeah. So if you have a Toronto, see you have a Toronto, Ohio, USA is present or not. You want to check this. You need to do the same logic. See that first this value, right? Toronto on Canada is coming. Then this one. Then same logic you implement for this also. First you will type the Toronto. So that is I'm showing here. This one. This one. Then which keyword you want to check whether that keyword is present or not. Then do the same logic. No change at all. Then you have to press the arrow down key. Then you get the value. Then you compare it. Do the while block you, right? If that session is not empty, until the session is not empty, you have to iterate. So that's the logic you need to do. This part, it is not there for this one. Okay. So that's it. So try this one, and even Google also you can try it out. Okay. So let's run this. This is also browser parameter is there, right? See, I have a browser dot equals ignore case Chrome options opt equal to new Chrome options, driver equal to new Chrome driver. If you want, you can just add, otherwise not required this also. Now, so with latest, you don't need directly one new Chrome driver is enough. So Firefox, so you can add a, because I added a set accept insecure certifications, right? That's why I'm adding these options to my Firefox driver. Same for Edge driver also, new Edge driver opt. So maximize the window, add implicit weight, and create a explicit weight object. That's it. Okay, this test case. Remember the steps. Launch the application URL, set the page title, then identify where you want to type, then so type the value using send case method, and look for which keyword you are expecting should be present there. You want to check, and then what is the suggestion? Take global variable, local global. This is the local variable you declare, and then assign the value here. First, you need to click on the arrow down key. That's mandatory in the do block. So then get the value, then compare it. Okay. But if you don't need this, also fine. But if we need this, right? You have to compare. So that's the how you can check. This is the same logic you can use wherever you have that kind of suggestions. Okay, so let's add this one, new test suite. I'll create a test suite. Generally, I use this for parallel execution purpose. Let me create. So I had to use a parallel execution. I want to show you parallel execution. You can run anywhere. Okay. So open this. Only one parameter, right? We need only one parameter. So this is browser and the value is Chrome. Anywhere you can run. Just right click. So run as TestNG. So we have given Selenium. That's why it is running. You can give a different keyword, whatever the keyword you want to select from that sessions. Let me show you one more. So now I want to run these test cases parallelly. So one is ZK demo, Google sessions, and this depends on methods. These two I'll run parallelly. 3 test cases total I need. So we have 3 test cases, right? This one, Google sessions, and ZK demo. But the ZK demo, if you want to run, you have to make this before class as a so complete. You have to change like this, right? You have to change in this format. This one you need. So ZK demo if you want to run. Yes. So let's go on. So I'm running ZK demo test, depends on methods, and Google sessions, all 3 parallel. 3 test cases. You can add more test cases also. So we can run parallel execution. So let's see how to run this parallel execution. So first what you need to do, make sure your browser, this configuration is mandatory. So if you want to run parallel execution. So what are all the classes you want to run? Generally in the framework, you will keep in one class only these things. You don't need to worry about these things. You won't write for every class these things. You will keep in one base class. From base class, you can access them. That's it. You don't need to write every class. Now we are duplicating, right? That's not best practice because still we haven't used the framework concepts. That is the reason we are hard coding. But once the framework comes, and so we don't need to do that. Okay, so we have chosen 3 test cases. All 3 test cases I'm going to run parallelly. If you want to run parallelly, so your setup is important, browser setup. Then test cases here, let's see what are the test cases we made a group, right? The groups, they will run groups also. You have to give which group you want. So those things we'll see that. Okay, let's join back and I'll show you how to create with these 3 test cases, how to create a suite file. Okay, and then we can run there. Yeah, thank you.